Okay, so did you get this point? Yes. Okay. So that's because the compressive stresses from the self weight will come and somewhat nullify this effect. Okay, so we have a more strict limit. All right, so now we're going to fill the remaining table. Now what happens is this pi reduces to pe after the losses happen, and wherever you use pi, you should now replace it with pe. So one way to do this would be just come back to these equations, replace this pi with PE, and just redo the calculations. Okay, just put the new value over here. $134,000 and $134,000, and just change this. Okay, this is a rather more straightforward way which students most quickly understand. But if you want to use another method, I'll just quickly tell you about that. So the answers are, for the top we'll get, yes, maybe you can say 299 psi, and at the bottom it is minus 1821 psi. Okay. Now, again, if you superimpose now what we can do is it is 299. So this was I'm sorry. Now we shouldn't be doing this over here. We're doing it. So ये तो ends पे तो वही रहेगा. I can just write down. I'm sorry, ऊपर वाली 352. नहीं, बल्कि ये मैंने ऊपर यहाँ पे क्या नंबर लिखा 299. ये 299 हो जाएगा. जो 352 था वो 299 हो जाएगा. वहाँ सिर्फ प्री स्ट्रेसिंग का इफेक्ट आ सकता है. So 299 and minus 1821. इसमें कोई लिमिट्स नहीं है, बस हम जस्ट अपनी कैलकुलेशंस को टेबुलर फॉर्म में लेके चल रहे हैं. इन पे कोई लिमिट्स नहीं है. ये तो 352 तक कम होकर 299 हो गया. लिमिट उस पे थी. अगर वो एक्सीड करना होता तो उसने एक्सीड करना था. उसने नहीं एक्सीड किया तो छोटा ही होना है. उसने 2147 reduced to 1821. इस पे कोई लिमिट्स नहीं है, बस जस्ट अपनी कैलकुलेशंस को स्ट्रेट रखने के लिए हम इसको कर रहे हैं. So this will be 299 due to pre-stressing and 439 due to self weight. Okay, so this happens to be how much? Minus 140, and over here we have minus 1821 due to pre-stressing and 439 due to self weight. So this is minus 1382. Okay. So there are no limits even on this one too, but this is just something we'll use for the next step. Just for superposition, we're preparing these calculations. Okay, there are no limits for this case. This is the calculation का step है just. ठीक है, so the limits will be applied to this stage. वो भी यहाँ पर हम limits लगाएंगे. So let's do the math for the remaining part. अब pre-stressing की वजह से यहाँ 299 और minus 1821 psi है. This is no more a critical part, but just to fill the table, I mean, just if you want to see how the total table looks like, this will remain the same because whatever load is applied at the ends for a simply supported beam, there are no stresses. Okay, so जितना भी आप load add करते जाएंगे, only this will make a difference over here. Okay, now what about the midspan? At the midspan, all these together will have to be considered. So we've already taken care of this part over here. So we'll have minus 140 and minus 1382. These are due to these two, and we need to take care of the service load now. For the service load, okay, we have 0.750 kip per foot. Okay, 0.750 kip per foot. So we can calculate the moment. M dead plus M live will be 0.750 into 40 square by 8. Okay. So what's the answer? 150. Okay, ये record हो रहा है? Okay, so yes, 150. And what about the stresses due to them? At the top, it will be, so again, if you have a simply supported beam with any UDL on it, it will produce tensile stresses at the bottom and compression at the top. So this will be minus m naught over, sorry, not m naught, md plus ml over s over s. Okay, so 150 into 1000 into 12 divided by 1000. We should get the answer for this. For the bottom, we have md plus ml over s. Just the negative. This is 1800 minus 1800, and this will be plus 1800 psi. Okay. So now you just superimpose them over here. At the top, it is minus 1800, so minus 1940, and this is plus 1800, so this happens to be 418 psi with a plus sign. Now the limits for these cases are, again, go back quickly to the table. We have done the first 4 conditions. Just quickly go to the table and see the limits for this case. We have limits. E says extreme fiber stress and compression due to pre-stress plus sustained load. Okay, so this is the limit on compression, and of course it is for midspan in this case, and it says this is due to pre-stress PE plus sustained load. Okay, so now the limit is minus 0.45 FC prime, not FCI prime, F point. Okay, so it is 0.45 of 5,000, sorry. So what is this answer? Minus 2250 psi. Okay, just for your knowledge, this F part is also a limit on compression, and it says extreme fiber stress in compression due to, let me write it down for you, compression. Again, it is for the midspan part, and it says it is due to PE plus total service load. Okay, total load, PE plus total load, and this limit was minus 0.60 FC prime, which happens to be 3000, minus 3000 psi. Now, since all of our loads are sustained load, total load is all sustained load, therefore this, if you look at this, this is a strict limit as compared to this, more strict. This is more strict as compared to this. अगर हमारा stress इससे कम है तो इससे तो definitely कम होगा. Let's see what is the current situation over here. So there are no limits over here. I'm just writing out the limits over here. Minus 2250 This is for the compression, okay, -2250. And if you want to write down for your knowledge, this is 0.4. We're taking this from 0.45 FC prime, okay, and we haven't done the other part yet, okay. So this is the limit. Now just quickly compare this. We will allow 2 to 50 psi of compressive stress at this stage, and we are having lesser than that, okay. So this is okay. And what about the tension? This limit is in G, okay. This is the last one we're going to look at. So the G limit is extreme fiber stress in tension FT in pre-compressed tensile zone under service load. Okay, so this limit is 7.5 under root of FC prime for uncracked member, okay, U class member. So this is 7.5 into under root of 5000, and this limit is 530 psi, and we are having 418 psi. So this is okay, and we have just confirmed that the member is actually a U class member. Okay, the statement already said check the limits for U class member. Okay, but we had to verify. When we have confirmed that it is actually a U class member, and it satisfies the limits for a U class member. So all the limits are satisfied. It means as long as stress control is concerned, this member is adequate. Okay, just to conclude, we not only have to ensure that the stresses produced are within the limits, we also have to ensure that in case overloading takes place, the ultimate strength, which is something you represent by maybe you could say MU or whatever you like, the ultimate strength of the member should exceed the affected loads on the member. We will see this in the next class. Okay, that's it.